It's just a regular conversation.
It really is just a regular conversation. All right. All right. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to this episode of Push the Needle podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Griffin, and this is my guest today. This is my boy, Cam. We miss you, Cam.
Hey,
what's up, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm happy to be on here, man. This shit cool.
No, I'm glad to have you on here, brother. I got to tell you, you're also somebody on here who's been able to make me see more and push more. So, as soon as I asked you and you said you were down, I was pretty excited to have you on here.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to start your own thing, man.
Yeah,
shit cool to see. It's beautiful to see.
Appreciate you. I remember we were just talking about it, like when we were getting tacos. See, I met Cam at my fraternity. It was like the first day of Rush. People come out to the house, meet all the brothers and everything like that. And I met Cam through that. We was about to in the line for some tacos, and first conversation I had with this man, he told me what he was doing. He was in the videography game, recording a bunch of people who were making music and making some pretty solid videos from it. He said he was about to go harder than ever, full time. Man, that's what you've been doing recently.
Man. Look, once you put your head down, you look up. You somewhere, man. Just keep putting your head down. That's it.
That was almost like, damn, was that almost 2 years ago?
So 2 years ago.
So
like September, August, around that time.
Yeah,
like 2022.
That's crazy. It's been damn near 2 years since then.
That conversation sticks with me every time I see you, man.
Same here, and I feel like it's hard to find people who have big dreams, something where, especially in the creative industry like yours, and actually just going for it and let it be more than a pipe dream.
Man, because it's like, I feel like people are scared to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I think my background of being in the military too, because one thing I've learned from there was be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I think people are scared to, take that dive forward and really just go no holds barriers, just go.
So your experience in the military, it's really taught you how to be uncomfortable. So what was it like pushing that at first? Was that someone who you always were before the military? With the military, did it bring it out of you?
I feel like before, I was just always in the money. Whatever made money, was good for me.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it's like, get the money, I'm good. Boom. But whenever I got in the military, I was scared.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was training, like physical training. Hell yeah, physical training. Working out, yada yada. Before, once I got there, I was like, damn. They shaved my head. I said, damn. I'm over here bald as shit, man. Like, it's cold outside. I never felt this winter.
It's chilly.
Man, what? And it's just like, I feel like they teach you a certain amount of discipline that is going to set you apart from people who don't even have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's either in you or it's just like, it's got to be knocked into you. You got to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
And it's like, as soon as I got out of that, I just went into everything just more discipline-wise. And just, all right, if I don't do it, it's not going to get done.
Yeah.
Because in this game, it's like, whenever you go into something on your own, just remember, ain't nobody coming to save you. You started on your own, nobody coming to save you. And it's like, you move all these nets from around you, and it's just like, you don't have anybody here. You feel me? And it's like, boom. What am I going to do now? Mm-hmm. There's no way to go but up. If I go down, I'm going to lose. But people are scared to fail at the same time, too.
Yeah.
And it's like, got you. And it's like, you can't be scared to fail at all either.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not really an L, it's a lesson.
And man, my mom always told me there's a blessing, and if it's not a blessing, it's a lesson. So like if it works for you, perfect. Like that's what you wanted. But if it doesn't work for you, then hey, at least you can learn something out of this. Mm-hmm. That's been huge for me. I was just talking about it to you. I'm still looking for a job since I left my last one, and that's been the biggest thing that I've been having to navigate. And thankfully, I had this last job that really showed me what it's like to have nothing but your back against the wall. Mm-hmm. Like I took this sales job and I was, having to take a break from school didn't even know if I what I wanted to do in school anymore. But I knew that if I didn't make it work there, like I'm SOL. Like I got nothing. I have no other backup. I have nothing else going for me. And so I took it and I ran with it. And like even at every point of the way, like I did nothing but learn, try to get it up, try to get some money in. And now, and thankfully for that experience, that led me to finding something that I really wanted to do, which was this. And thankfully, I had that experience to where I know now if I want to do something as ambitious as this, then it's got to be me or anyone else. Like sure, it can have some people. There might be people out there who want to help me. Thank you if you want to help me out. But at the end of the day, if I don't get it figured out myself, I try to like I got somebody making some reels for me. Her name is Cammy.
Shout out Cammy, man.
She's so real. She just said she was a fan of the podcast, said she wanted to help me in any way I can. So I appreciate her for that. But I also got to learn it myself because if I don't, because I can't pay her right now. So like if she wants to do her own thing, I got to make sure I can still put out content. Yeah. So after gaining that mentality and that attitude, how did that translate to videography? Is that something you just always wanted to do, or were you doing it already? Kind of.
I think I was kind of doing the videography thing already, but in another light. Okay. So not really behind the camera shooting music videos, but in a different category of I started around like high school. So high school, I was doing this thing called Question of the Day on Snapchat, where I just go around being a goofball, asking people wild questions. Then once that ended, it was like, damn, I can't really. You know how people say you peak in high school or something like that? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't try to let that be my peak. Yeah. And I was like, dang. Everybody's like, well, with the Question of the Day, everybody around the district was tuned in. I would go places and people are like, yeah, you're the guy with the Question of the Day. It don't matter. I'm at a football game or something, playing another team from the district or something like that. And it's, boom, you're that guy. So it was like, damn, I don't want that to be my only. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess somebody told me make a YouTube. I made a YouTube. Did that for a little bit. Then I went into the military. Then, I was back on the YouTube and everything. But then I was at UNT at the time whenever I came back. Because I only went to the military to get money for school. Mm-hmm. I had to pay out of my own pocket. You feel me? So it was like, damn, I got to get that money for school. And I'm doing the thing, YouTube. I would do my homework assignments, get them knocked off. Boom, I'm ready. Let's go shoot another video. I was so determined on that. I had tunnel vision on that like whenever the end of the semester came, I sat down, checked my grades. I'm an A/B student. Yeah. I think it was like the transcript, you load it up and it's like that bar and it just stopped. I said, all right, let me refresh. Maybe it was an error. Let me refresh again. It took me 5 minutes to realize that I had a 2.5 GPA. I said, what the fuck? I said, man, I got to focus up next semester. So I did. I put down the camera. Boom. Focus on school. Ended up making President's List 4.0.
Hey, okay.
But then got to a point where, I was like, damn, I did that, but I'm not happy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got the summer. I started back on the YouTube thing again. And then I was going to work. So it would be YouTube work, YouTube work, YouTube work. And after that, somebody had told me, they're like, you edit your YouTube videos sort of like a music video at the beginning with your intros. And I was all like, you should do music videos. I was like, man. I mean, I got a camera, like, let's do it. Like, it was like that attitude of, I got the camera, which I really didn't. It was low quality than a mug. But I still wanted to get it done. Yeah. I just wanted to, feel me, get that out because I was curious. And I've always, listened to music and watched. In order to listen to music for me, I got to watch something with it. Okay. So it was like, boom, I'm watching Cole Bennett in high school when Juice WRLD came out with All Girls Are the Same and everything. Yeah. And, I was like, damn, shit cool. But, whatchamacallit, got into music videos. I made my first one. I said, I felt like this is home.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So this dude, he came out of the woodworks. Like, I'm guessing he was your friend, right? Like somebody who, or was it just
It was
somebody
just somebody on my Instagram.
It was already just viewing you.
Yeah.
So any people who were following you was like, "Hey, dude, like you got an eye for this," before you even really saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you saw it, like that was pretty much was raps.
Yeah, it was raps because it was like boom. I asked my parents. I said, I'm about to take a break from school just for a semester because I feel like I'm in my bag right now. I'm going to work, sketching videos. But then I realized I'm like, I need a new camera in order to shoot music videos because I need to be up to par. And it was like, man, that's a whole nother story. But long story short, I never ended up going back to school because everything just worked out.
Yeah.
And after all that trial and error, getting kicked out the crib for not going back to school, I felt like I had a plan, and I just, you know what I'm saying, just went with it, man.
Man,
and now my parents believe now, because at first they were like, this shit ain't gonna work.
You definitely gotta show them, man. Yeah. But that's the same here. Like, my parents, they definitely support it. I told them I want to do it. They said, okay, I know, like, they don't see the vision though.
Yeah.
Because you gotta show them. You have to, everybody, I used to go from, I want to, make music, which is still in the plan, just later on. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. But once you have like the thing that you really want to do, then it's just a matter of getting it done and showing them that, hey, like, you don't have to worry. Because that's where the parents come from. Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's worry.
And I feel like, it's worry too. And it's also, I feel like it's with people in general. So I feel like that you can't tell your dreams or what you're about to chase to everybody, because not everybody's going to see it how you see it. And not your plan is not meant for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So if I sat here and told you right now and said, boom, I want to start the next Amazon, like, get the fuck out of here. The back of your head, like, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I have my heart set on it, but then it's like, you don't believe it, but I believe it so heartedly that I'm going to push it and then show you. That's just, but you can't tell your dreams to everybody. But your parents, it's a different story.
You gotta let them know, But I feel you just like, I don't know, the way I've always saw it too, if you tell your dreams to everyone, that allows everyone else to feel like they have control over your dream. Whether it's through the words they say,
be realistic.
Yeah, like I hate that the most. Be realistic.
The world is your oyster, man. That's all I got to say. The world is your oyster, and you can do whatever you want. You got one life.
Literally.
It sounds cliche, but you got one life, and there's only one thing for certain in this life: death. Yeah. That's it. So what you gonna do? I feel like whenever I get up to, the pearly gates and everything, I believe I'm going up there. I don't want to. One thing that stuck out to me that a mentor taught me, he was like, when you get up there, and God says, before you get in, what'd you do with your life that I gave you? I don't want to have nothing to say. I want to say, oh, I did this. I helped inspire more people like myself, and I gave here, I gave that, and yada yada. Because imagine you got the big man in front of you. What did you do with the life? He knows, but he wants to hear your answer. Yeah, and you don't have nothing for him. Man, worst fear right there. Yeah, that touched my heart whenever somebody said that. I said, damn,
that's real.
And then
that's real. That's what, like, one thing is, I feel like God puts us here to create. That's how I see it. Is He puts us here, we're in His image, and what is He? He's the creator. So what does He want us to do to create something out of life? That's why I was actually typing this out yesterday because I was thinking about doing some type of small, like, video introduction onto myself and the channel. Yeah. And I was saying, man, I was at a position where I was making the most money in my life. I was, probably in the best position mentally, physically that I've been in years. But I wasn't happy. And I was like, why am I not happy? And it's because I wasn't doing anything. I was just waking up. I'd wake up, go to work,
be on go.
Get
It's
off.
just routine.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm not doing anything. And so whenever it came to a point where I felt like, okay, like I now have something that I want to build on for me, but not just for me. Like, yes, this is the way I want to get out of that routine and actually put something out there. But it's more, I want to be able to help inspire other people as well and help bring more dreamers and show them, like, hey, like, this is what happens if you just actually go for it instead of locking yourself down.
It's all possible, man. It's all possible. You just gotta get out your own way at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I feel like it's you versus you at the end of the day. And I mean, people are scared to jump, but I mean, we all scared. But like, are you scared to change your life forever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. So, what's your favorite part about videography and making music videos?
Favorite part, I want to say the experiences it brings me to, different types of life I'm around, and just culture wise. Yeah, dude. And it's like the concerts. Oh my. You say you got a show that day? Oh, it's a beautiful day. Just so much energy in the room, and just like the artist comes on stage, and just it feels real good.
Yeah,
just a real feel good environment. It's like getting away, escaping reality for a couple hours.
Man, that's
like an hour.
That's what I love about concerts. That's what I've been trying to go to a little bit more with Tay. How many concerts would you say you go to in, like, say you have like a pretty busy month, right?
A pretty busy month.
Like, not your busiest, but like pretty busy. How would you?
I remember I went to like 3 concerts in 1 month.
Bro,
it's wonderful. Yeah,
that's a concert every week. I love that.
I hit. I think it was like YTB Fat, D Baby, and then Big Avo, and then No Cap.
I think the best part about going to a concert too is being just in a room with people who all love. Everyone in that room loves what's being played.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in that room.
Oh yeah. You can't just buy a concert ticket and not like what's being played and just be a Debbie Downer the whole time. No, everybody comes there, have fun.
Do you have a favorite one you've been to recently?
Favorite one I've been to recently?
Yeah, just maybe it's like, maybe it was the vibe of it or music, or maybe it was just, that day just hit.
I want to say, dang, the D Baby show.
Yeah,
D Baby show. That concert was in Fort Worth, and it was like, I came there and just the environment was just boom. Cause D Baby has he has the Hispanic fan base, most loyal fan base, and most loyal fan base.
They lit.
They will give a kidney to the artist, man. And it was just like, it felt like it was all love there, and just anybody who opened up on the stage, they showed them that respect. Like, okay, he co-signed you, you're opening up for him. Just open our ears, and just everybody seemed like they were having a good time. It felt like sort of like a homecoming show, because it was like, boom, you're in our city, we're gonna take care of you. Okay. Because D Baby's from Houston. Houston's 4 hours from here. Yeah. And it felt like his fans showed the most love here rather than over there. And it was like, boom, once he got on that stage, everybody, just the whole room, you felt it. Like, as soon as they started playing the song, as soon as he walked there, bitch, they labeled me a black sheep. I said, ooh.
Everybody, ooh.
Boy, I came from the other end of the stage and just, And it was like, boom. There was a clip in there, one clip where the DJ, Junie, shout out Junie, the best DJ that I've ever seen perform, DJ, basically told the crowd shut the lights off. Well, put the lights on, and everybody's the light people to shut the lights off. Yeah. He said he's not turning around until everybody has their lights, man.
Yeah, just on the phone.
That home, the whole room. Like, I mean, he turned around. It was crazy.
That's gotta be. If there's anything I want to be able to do ever, is just to be able to like go on a stage with people who want to come see me. Mm-hmm. That's what. It's funny. I was watching a video, just a podcast video, and that's how a guy kind of explained it. Was like, whenever you see like low views on your stuff, like don't be discouraged
Oh,
because
no.
that's how many people. Like if you can imagine,
100 people. Yeah, 100 people in one room. 100 people can't even fit in this room.
Yeah,
Like that's like, oh, I got 100 likes. That's still 100 likes.
Exactly.
That's 100 people that double tap your thing.
That's what it is. We're in a. It's everything is just more and more and more. Especially social media. It's so easy to like go viral. So everyone's looking for that.
Mhm.
That slow start is something that many people don't realize. That takes me to my next question. How was the start for you? That slow start whenever you decided, okay, I want to do music videos to, of course, where you are now. Like, how was those early steps for you?
So the slow start, man, it was slow because it was like, all right, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this, but I'm still learning.
Yeah.
And it's like, even if you have that tool or that equipment, you still got to know how to use it. You can have the best, tools in the game, but somebody with less than you can still clean you off, just wipe you off, and they'll still want to shoot with him. But it was a lot of just getting over mental humps. Like, okay, I know right now I can't ask somebody to shoot a video for them. Like, nobody hit me up to shoot a video at the time. So it's like, dang, I'm advertising, I'm shooting videos, I'm doing this price. I'm shooting them for as low as $150, $100. Like, boom, somebody book with me. I want this right here. And I'm doing videos for free just to showcase. Because you think about it, I don't have no portfolio. I only had about 2-3 videos in my back pocket just to show them. And they weren't even that good. Mm-hmm. And it's like a lot of the mental hump of comparing myself to other people, which shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people because everybody goes at their own pace. And you never know. It might look good on the outside over there, but you never know what's going behind closed doors. Yeah. And you don't want any of their problems because you rather have your own problems. Yeah. You wouldn't trade any of your problems for anybody else's. So it was just, dang, I'm trying to think. Okay, so $100, yeah, I couldn't ask anybody. I was asking people for videos to shoot their videos, but it was like, yeah, we could. It was like sort of like, hey, bro, you coming later? Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, so I'll let you know.
That's the we'll see.
Yeah. And it was more like, dang, I can't get into these rooms because I'm not built up yet. I don't even know these rooms exist though. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to establish myself and nobody's paying attention. Yeah. But I knew that I just needed to build up the money. That's why I took a break off of school, because I just needed to focus on making money for this hustle. And I mean, thank God I ran into a mentor whenever I did, because he taught me, he let me use some of his equipment. He also taught me just, my way around the camera and just different types of settings, what type of shots to get and like how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was working corporate whenever I was working with him, but I would take, things that I learned and use them for myself. And it was like, that helped me and got me work. And he also paid me at the same time. And it was also getting my face around and just more hands-on work instead of just waiting on the next man to, oh, yeah, I'll shoot that video for $100. Yeah. Or, hey, can I come shoot you for free? Oh, yeah. But even then, like, I couldn't go shoot for free because video sucks. But a lot
of time that goes into it.
Yeah. And it was like a lot of failures. I remember one time I got finished with a video. I put the work in and everything. He told me basically that see, the editing is good. The editing is there. Everything else, your quality's ass. Like, he told me straight up. Thank God for that day, because I mean, I thought I was green. I thought I could, you know what I'm saying? I'm like thinking this is my net. He's like, I'm not even gonna put this out, but I'm gonna still pay you because you did work hard on it. But the quality, the camera, just everything, it's just not what you need to step it up because this shit isn't it.
Yeah.
I thank God. And
That was your mentor that said that, or the guy you were recording?
The dude I was recording. Shout out Latrell. That boy. I'm a fan of his music. He sound like a Kid Leroy and Rod Wave mix.
Okay.
Yeah. He told me that, and it stuck with me to this day, because it was like, man, I needed that reality check to wake up. Boom. I didn't shoot another video for like 3 months after that. But I was just working to get that money. And it was also a lot of let's pass that, but it was also a lot of basically just, all right, I'm tired, but that next man who's better than me is working right now. Mm-hmm. Somebody who just got done with the video thinks they had the best shit out.
Yeah.
And it's not on any hating or anything like that, but it's like, I don't want them to think that they have. I want them to think that, and then I come and uppercut them, cut them with mine.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I can't let the next man think, I'm doing that right there. And it was just like that competitive edge of, boom, I need to get out there, and just whenever people are inside at like doing this and just lollygagging, watching TV, playing the video game, I need to take my free time and just work. Or a lot of it was, whenever I met all the artists and celebrities, was basically just being outside at like weird ass hours of the night after just like on the weekends, a celebrity would come in the town, and I'd just be at the after party showing face, and about every weekend
doing your socializing and everything.
Yeah, but I had the camera in my hand and everything like that, and it's like, all right, boom, I got the camera in my hand, let's make him a little recap video, and let's talk, get my face familiar. It got to the point where, dude, one of the dudes was all like, dang, you again? Oh, shoot. And it's like, I'm getting home whenever the sun rises, and it's like, all right, it's time to work again. I gotta put this out next day. And it's like, just having that repetition. Yeah. And just really, I know where I fucked up at first, was talking to the artist. One thing you can't do is talk to the artist. Yeah. Because, their only job is to really do music. Yeah. You got to talk to the managers. They got other
people doing everything else for them.
Yeah, basically. So, like, if you're trying to get a video to the artist, they don't really care. They're not really, their phone's blowing up. You might send it, but, I don't know.
What was like your first big break then? Who was the first person who would, like, you were like, dang, like, I'm about to record the video for so and so, like, this is crazy.
First big break?
Yeah, because it sounds like you had, like, you started it, you went for it, and then you had that period where you had to really, like, that reality check is different. Mm-hmm. Like, that's something that just hit me. It was just like, damn, like, if this is what I'm trying to do, like, I gotta actually do it. Like, like, I gotta take it a step above. And so after all of that and all that reality check and all that grinding to get back to that position, like, who was the first person who you saw it and was like, damn, that's crazy?
Definitely Big X the Plug. Whenever I shot for him, couldn't even believe I was even in the room or whatever. It goes back to the thing of being outside every night. Mm-hmm. Whenever I was outside every night, big faces would be in the room. It was before he was like really big though. Mm-hmm. But I spotted him across the room. I was like, all right, let me go talk to the manager. And then out of nowhere, they saw my work and just like, okay, I can work with that. Yeah. And just like, it comes out of whenever I did put out a video, started putting out videos with him, it was like, man, this shit just like, it was like, all right, I'm doing something here. Yeah. Like after all of like a whole year just going outside up till editing, 6,
then staying up longer till 8, 10.
Yeah, and it's like editing videos, just, man, while I can't go to here, I gotta miss this, I gotta miss that. And it's like cutting off friends and just like not speaking to some people again, and just like cutting out all the fun, the bullshit, and just really locking the hell in. Yeah. It was like, all right, it's worth something. And then, I can show people now that like, all right, I'm really doing it. Yeah. I'm really getting somewhere with this. It might not be huge right now, but it's the start.
You're getting some traction. Is that, do you think that's the hardest part of it, honestly, is like, cutting out the bullshit and cutting out your like. It's hard because this is the path that I'm trying to go on and trying to walk on.
Yeah.
And I mean, hell, like they're going out and doing stuff later tonight that I want to go to, but it's like, well, no, like because I gotta finish this and I gotta I'm gonna eat, go do DoorDash, come back from DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta edit videos. Who knows how much longer? I'm probably be up all night editing videos and everything. And so it's like, do you think that's the hardest part?
I think. Yeah, in a way, because it's only the start.
Yeah.
It's the start. It's just going back to being disciplined and really knowing that, okay, so if I cut this out now, just hold my breath for now and do what I need to do, it's going to be better later. Because think about it. You're at this, I say, point right now, like, okay, we're young. So it's like, we can go out and party, have all the fun we want to, but we can't really do it big how we want to. You know what I'm saying? Unless we just have the funds just be, just going crazy with it. Nah, yeah. But I think it's like, all right, let's hold off for now, but then later it'll be bigger.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, okay, I want that Ferrari now, but I could buy the whole dealership later if I just hold off and just wait.
Yeah, the delayed gratification of it all, just like,
yeah,
I don't need this. Like it's tough because like, man, I can't lie. There'd be some things where it's just like, even now I'm like, dang, I want to go do this, and this, but it's like, okay, no, I can't do this, and that right now, but I'll be able to do a lot more later on, and it's just,
you'll laugh at it later, like, damn, I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
But now I can.
I think that's the biggest thing in why corporate America, I'm glad I got into it.
Yeah.
Because I always knew, like growing up, I always knew that I don't like authority very much. Like I don't like working for other people very much. I'll do it, and I'll do a good job while I'm doing it, but like that's just, it doesn't resonate with me.
No, not at all.
And so like I'm glad I went into it because it really showed me how much it doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
And then it put something else in my head to where it's like, okay, but this is something that like, it taught me how to work hard. It taught me discipline. It taught me where I didn't want to be. Yeah. So now I can go full force on what I want to do. And it's like, life is just a lot more fulfilling at that point. Even though I know that the life that I want isn't until years down the line.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it after that.
It really does. Cause it's like, dang. When you go through it, it's just like the journey.
Yeah.
People are looking for the destination, but you're appreciating the journey of it and just like, all right, boom. I go down this path. All right, this is next. All right, what's next after this? All right, let me knock this door down. Yeah. Boom. Once you get to the destination, you look up, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. This is what.
Can't even believe I'm here right now. You're standing on the hill.
Exactly. And it's like, it goes back to the thing of putting your head down and keep on working. Because once you look up, everything is just in front of you, like that you dreamed and prayed about,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I used to pray for just people booking videos and just, being able to, live off of this and just really, a busy schedule. Because back then, whenever, the struggle of it was sitting around and just waiting. And just really just sitting there like, dang, who's going to book with me? But then also, that's whenever I realized I had to go step and just go outside every night and just give out the free sample. Because really, it's like, another homie told me, he said, in the mall, like an analogy, he told me in the mall, how do they get you to buy things from the food court? Free sample. How do you expect people to buy your videos? You ain't give them none yet. Are these going off your word? Yeah. And it's like, you got to give them that little.
Yeah, that little taste test.
Yeah.
That's something that we said in sales a lot, was like I sold a product and it had a free trial. So it's like, if they ain't gonna buy on the spot, just give them the free trial, because you walk them in, they'll see it, you walk them through, they end up liking it, and that's when they'll be more inclined to want to do business with you.
Make people feel comfortable.
My my next thing that I wanted to talk about was the brand We Miss You Cam. Like I wanna just open that up. Like how did you come up with the name, the tag? Like you got Chucky on your lap. Like you gotta. I'm sure everybody's been watching so far and been like, why the hell has he got this Chucky dog on his lap? Can you tell us all about that and like the birth of what you created over here?
Okay, so I'm gonna start it back from. It goes back to high school again.
Okay.
Whenever we acquired this thing.
Okay, that's all the way from high school.
Yeah, back 2018.
Okay,
the thing turned on too, and it's like, hold on.
No way.
But yeah, so
that would like make me piss my pants if I was back whenever I was 6, 7. Man, Chucky used to terrify me. But my bad.
No, that's crazy. No, yeah, it went too shit. I remember I could watch The Grudge.
Yeah.
Every time the TV went gray, I'm like, oh fuck that. I'm leaving the room. I leave the room till the TV turned off.
I was not good on scary movies when I was a kid at all.
Hell nah. I didn't think. Yeah, I stayed away from any type of movie that was on TV. Trailers, turn it off. Commercial, straight commercial. But to really get into it though, start back in high school. I got bit by a dog. So this is where the Chucky part comes in. It's all going to tie together.
Okay.
Starting off random, but all right, look, trust the process.
Dog man, you turn into a superhero after that.
Shoot, I got that dog in me now, man.
Yay.
But so boom, it was senior year. I go to school, get off school, go to work. I worked at this burger joint called Twisted Root. And I'm there for like 10 minutes. Just got in from school, just, doing things pre-shift. And this girl from my school, and she worked at the spot, I guess her parents were out of town that week. She wanted to bring this German Shepherd. So she brought the German Shepherd. Everybody goes out to play with it, and then I'm like the last one to play with it. And so whenever it got to me, I was holding the dog's hand. I was holding the dog's head in my hands. So it was like, boom. She had said something. I looked that way. I looked this way. And she said, never mind. Look back. Dog tried getting my right hand first and then just like mauled me right on my face. But it happened so fast that I'm all like, damn, that boy scratched the shit out of me, didn't he? I'm thinking he, like a cat or something. Nah, I'm on all fours, pause. All fours looking down at the ground. Everybody's like, Cam, you good? You good? So like, I feel like I'm good. I think he just scratched me, and I'm like feeling my nose, but I'm bleeding on the floor.
Yeah.
And basically, I look up, lip gone. Like this middle part was split like this way.
Damn.
So lip just split, and nose scratched up, man. Then I go through all the surgery. I'm thinking I'm a be like that the rest of my life. Thank God I got facial surgery.
That's crazy.
And then I got to go back to school. Like I stayed out of school for like a week, and then I go back to school after week 2, and people are calling me Chucky and everything. This is like around Halloween time.
Okay.
And I'm like face all. I got like 28 stitches in my face. Then we get invited to this Halloween party. It's like a big Halloween party, and everybody's going on. I'm like, man, I can't miss this one. Like,
yeah,
I finally got a car this year.
You have to pop out.
Yeah, I can finally go out for real. So I'm like, all right, boom, we're going to this Halloween party, but we stop at the costume store, Spirit Halloween, and like, I ain't finna be federal like that, but at the Spirit Halloween and somewhere near here, and basically we go in there. Looking for costumes. I'm looking for a Chucky costume anyways. Yeah. Couldn't find it, but they found the doll. The homies found the doll. And the homies, I'm like the only one with the job at the time for real. So I'm all like, how y'all finna buy this doll? Like, nah, we're finna steal it. I said, what? So we're finna steal it.
Spirit.
I said, I already got my karma. You know what I'm saying? I got bit by a dog. Now, if I steal it, my face on camera is going to be easily recognizable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the only one with a fucked up face in the whole area.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to find me. And basically, so They told me to get the JanSport bag out of the car. I brought it in. I said, that's it. Oh, that's all I'm buying.
That's all I'm
That's all I'm
the
doing.
rest is up to y'all.
Yeah, but they took this big ass Chucky doll in like a big box and put it in the bag in the dressing room. But I guess those employees don't care. It's a seasonal.
Yeah, they really don't care.
But like, how do you leave the dressing room with your backpack bigger and you just walk out the store? I don't. But he did it, and then we left. Boom. So then after that, goes back to shooting my first music video. I brought this with me, and I just kept bringing it with me, and I was all like, you know what? Fuck it. If I need to have something, in the video to symbolize that I did it, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it in the back like an Easter egg or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
cool
like,
too, because it's kind of like a representation of you. They was calling you Chucky, so that's really you in the music video in there with them.
In a way, yeah. And it was like, dang, they made fun of me for having that fucked up face, but I really tried to embrace it. Like, fuck it, like call me Chucky. I remember when? All right, boom, this Chucky cool now. He in everywhere now. But then with the name We Miss You Cam, I think I was drawing in the dirt one day.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the field for the military. No cellular connection, nothing, just me and my thoughts.
Yeah.
And it had been a year since I've been doing videos, and I was like, I gotta rebrand myself. And just the homies are like, shot by Cam is too basic. Everybody shot by, yada yada. You gotta be an individual, stand out. So I was just, out there. I think I was on like gate guard for like 13 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting out there, sleeping outside. And I had this big stick, and I was just drawing stuff in the sand. Just, okay, I need to think of a name. All right, boom, boom, boom. What did this girl say to me right before I left? I'll miss you. Okay, okay. Boom, We Miss You Can. I'm like, that's the one.
It just spoke to you?
Yeah, it just spoke to me. Because it was like, it also has like a message of like, whenever I focused on this, there's a lot of people like saying, damn, I ain't seen you in a minute. Like, I miss you for real. Like, when we gonna link again? I was like, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean, man. Well, that's interesting. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna, like to appreciate hearing how you came up with your brand and how you came up with everything, man. Yeah. I something I wanted to ask you, because you're coming off of a pretty hot year. You're about to go traveling soon again. I was taking some tests earlier today, and one of the questions were, if an employee gets 85% of the work done, would you count them as a successful person? If they get 85% out of it done. Now, I was like, okay, like 85%, if you go 85% isn't 100. So a successful person is 100% completion. And I was like, okay, well, let me think about that, because my whole thing is, it's called push the needle, because as long as you're pushing that needle and getting closer to that end goal, like, doing the work all day, you come out of it, maybe you didn't get everything you wanted done that day, but you got 4 out of the 5 things you needed done for that day. Mm-hmm. You're a step closer towards that end goal. I'd count that as a success. So if I would count that as a success, would that mean 85% of the person getting their job done is success? And so I'm saying that story because it brought me to the question, would you say you're successful? Would you say you're a successful person right now?
I say I'm blessed to be able to, make this my main thing, and really just get different experiences of traveling, and just really just having a workload every day. Because it's like I'm not sitting around. There's always something to do. Yeah. Like, always. Like, I even got things lined up, like, that I got to do right now. You feel me? Yeah. That it's like, all right, as soon as, that you get done with this, all right, you got to go do this. All right, boom, after that, you got that. But, like, I feel like I'm real blessed, and I feel like I'm not, let me not be too hard on myself. I feel like I'm successful, but blessed. Yeah. Yeah. Very blessed.
I appreciate that, because that was a really, like, that's an answer of humility too, because I mean, I would say you're successful. You know, I would say looking, especially on the outside looking in, like you're chasing your dreams and you're able to tackle it to a position where now that's what you can focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a huge success. And, you know, just being able to say too that you're blessed, like, you know, you earn that as well. Like you put in the work, you still put in the hours and the work, but you're still, you know, in a position where you're blessed and you know that you're still got a lot more to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
and it's really just all about maintaining and just like maintaining this, but also being able to add something else to it. Because, I mean, you can maintain, but it's like if you can't add anything else to it, you know, you just maintaining the same thing and there's no new challenge along the way. It's like you got to knock them down one by one. As long as you're getting 1% better every day, that's how I look at it. 1% better each day, you done what you needed to do.
Yeah. That's huge, man. Like, cause that's just what I don't see in the corporate world. Unless you can work a job and you can work it, you can do well and you can strive to be the best salesman, right? And that sales, you can get promotions, you know, but what really didn't sit right with me about that in the corporate world is just the fact that you can't dictate your own success. You can't say, hey, I did this today and that makes me better for it. You can, but you have people above you.
Yeah, you
who
have
are
to please them.
Exactly. And to them, you're just a dollar amount. You're just a number. You're just another cog in the machine.
Yep.
And
they can let go of you whenever they want to.
Whenever they want to. That's the thing that, I just had a friend who had to go to the hospital for something. I didn't pry, but they didn't like she just went to the hospital and couldn't go to work and they fired her for it.
Man.
And it's like,
I think you could sue them for that, huh?
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you could.
You get paid.
But like, you know, that's just baffling to me. That's crazy how, and so. And
you never know what you just never know what that person across from you in general just thinking. Never know.
No.
Never know.
They could literally just come to your desk and be like, hey, like, you need to pack your stuff up and get out.
On me. Like, you could be like, all right, I just did this. Boom, boom, boom. Back of their head, they're like, yeah, that's good. Still gonna get your ass out of here, though. We're gonna pack you up.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm glad to hear that, you know, you have that self-image too of being successful. That's something I've been thinking about recently. I've been watching this dude on his name is Eon, I think. He makes YouTube channels called Profound Pondering, and so it's just him in his dorm room, and this dude is like a philosopher, the way he's able to think and able to like interpret his thoughts and then push them out into words. But he was saying something along the line of like, you know, if you look too far in the future, you'll be filled with anxiety. You look too far in the past, you're filled with regret. But that's how people are naturally programmed to look at, is in the future, in the past, instead of stepping and really being that person now. So it's like, I can view success as something that I can only attain in the future, or the flip side, the more negative side, is you can look at it as something that you've already left behind in the past. You know, that's where the people who peaked, you know, in high school and shit, it's because they've viewed their success as being left in the past and they don't really have anything going for the future. But it's really being able to say now, like, okay, I'm a successful person now. That means you got to be successful. You got to do things that make you successful, or else you're just somebody blowing hot air. So it's good having that like self-image and that self viewpoint of things, is because it's like, if you go in and you saying things like, you know, I'm not successful yet, I need to work harder, do more, you'll never really appreciate it too. At the same time, you won't. Like, you know,
you can't appreciate the big wins as much if you don't appreciate the small ones. Exactly. It's like, I've always had it, like, I've had a hard time like living in the present. It's just, you gotta get, I don't know, that's what I struggle with too, living in the present, because I'm always thinking, all right, boom, I need to be ready for this in the future. I need to be ready for that. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. It's not easy to. But I mean, once you can master that right there, you won't even like, I feel like you can find peace in the presence.
Yeah. Definitely. That's where it's like, if I just worry about what I have to do right now, like, sure, I know I have this deadline then, but if I'm like, instead of worrying about it then, if I don't get it done then, if I don't get it done by then, it's just like, okay, well, maybe if I start doing it now, by the time I get there, it won't even be a problem. Yeah. I think there's a serious piece in being able to be focused in on the moment. I feel like I don't know what makes it so hard to. That's something I wish I had an answer to where I could be like, this is exactly why it's so hard to stay in the present. Because I feel like that's what everybody wants. I feel like that's what, if not everyone, at least a good amount of the people, because they either have anxiety or, regret thinking about past stuff. Yeah. And so that's what I've tried meditation, man. I tried it all, but I definitely, that's a strong thing I'm putting onto the list of goals for the year, is just making sure I stay present, man. Yeah. So speaking of like being able to be present and being able to be in the moment, what was like, so I said, what was your favorite concert? What was your favorite shot? Like, what was your favorite like music video that you've made up to this point?
That's a hard one. Oh man, I gotta think. I want to say definitely the I'm trying to think. I want to say Glock.
Wait, you recorded Glock?
Oh no.
Oh man, I was about to.
I was about to though.
For real?
Yeah, I just didn't go to Houston that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, dang, I should have went. But then I had something else to do like the day after, so I was
it just didn't line up.
Yeah, nothing lined up.
It'll come back around. Hopefully.
For sure. But I want to say the SSG Kobe.
Yeah.
I want to say that one. Hellcat Freestyle. That was definitely a really good moment because it was like, boom, I'm on my way to Houston, and I think I was going there to do something else. I think I was going there to shoot for a YouTuber named King Sid. And then out of nowhere, my homie sends me a story like with SSG Kobe saying videographers in Houston. He knew I was heading to Houston that day. And I hit Kobe up. Kobe's like, all right, boom, let's get it. Let's get to it. And I already talked to Kobe before, like a year ago, at a festival. And just like, I had a lot of respect for him, like real respect for him. And just, I loved his music. And whenever I got there, I was like, damn, how did I go from being at the festival with him a year ago to now, all right, I'm in the room with him, directing him. Like last year, that one year, I asked him for a video, but I really wasn't confident in it. But now it's like, all right, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I feel like God has showed me like, all right, I'm not going to give it to you right there, but keep your head down, keep going. It's going to pop back up again, and you're going to be ready for it.
It was
and
like
I felt
one of
like
those...
I felt like I was ready. And it's like, whenever we did that thing, it just felt so, all right, boom, boom, boom. It felt real good to be in that moment. And I had two people with me, one person snapping pictures. I had somebody operating on another camera. And it was like, man, I got a team. I never really had a team. I'm shooting these by myself mostly.
Yeah.
But then I had a team with me. I'm all like, man, this was the right moment. And then we put the video out, and it's just like, now it's at 200, almost 250K. And I'm like, damn.
It's 250K. No, we miss you, Cam.
I'm like, damn, this was worth the wait.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have Kobe as a friend now. And it's like, I can call Kobe. I can text him, be like, where you at? And it's like, cool. Like, it's like, I'm not just a fan anymore. But I'm going to always be a fan first. But it's all like, we've done business together. And I know I can talk to him whenever I need to talk to him and stuff like that.
That's cool, man. That's a full circle moment, but then that also gives you a glimpse in the future. Like you said, you ain't never had a team before, like working with it, but like that now you hit that point where you were just starting out and you met him.
Yeah.
You were ready for it, but now you also got that glimpse of like, okay, like, because do you have your team now, or are you still filming a lot of these kind of by yourself? I
still film by myself, but it's always nice to have somebody with me whenever they can. But usually I'm all like, I usually bring somebody just to hold the light or something.
Yeah.
Or just, boom. But there's also one thing I can improve on was lighting, and just having equipment that I can just set up and just go by myself. But either way, I'm gonna still get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to is like seeing just the growth of like the channel and like, you know, how I do things, even just like myself. Like I'll straight up say it, like I'll probably have to figure out, you know, editing wise the video because I forgot to press record again for like the first maybe 15, 20.
Yeah.
It's got the sound on the phone. It's just gonna sound a little different once it cuts into the mic. I'll probably just keep it like that. But just little things like that, you know, like just starting off and being like it and being in like the growth stage still. I'm waiting for that day where I can be like, okay, like hopefully it'll be somebody who I really respect and really, you know, one of my dream list people I want on the show can, you know, be able to come in and be able to hit it like yours. Like, oh, I just talked to this person and now I'm directing them and I'm showing them and I'm actually like working with them. I feel like that's such a mind blowing thing.
Man, it is. Cause like, dang, I didn't even know I could get to this point, but we're here.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I'm living the moment right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes back to living in the moment thing. Just, all right, appreciate what you have right here.
Yeah.
Make the best of the moment. No matter, because you're always in places for a certain reason. Just like right now, I'm here for a certain reason.
Mm-hmm.
You're here for a certain reason. No matter, you miss out on this event that you desperately wanted to go to. You didn't go for a certain reason.
Yeah.
It taught you something. No matter what that lesson came in, what shape or form, God put you in that place for a reason.
Yeah.
And you got to appreciate that and just not look at it as like, damn, I should have been there. Damn, this didn't happen.
That's such a waste. That's such a waste to look at things like that.
But you thinking you waste your time.
Yeah.
But you didn't. Like, you're on this earth, you know, not wasting time. Hopefully not. But you're on this earth for a purpose, and it's up to you to find that purpose.
That's one of the biggest things, like I said earlier. Like, if it's not a blessing, it's a lesson. Like, I would much rather take those lessons however they come than ignore them just because I, you know, missed out on something else.
Oh, yeah.
My next one I wanted to ask you was, who's your dream artist that you want to make a video for?
Oh, I want to say definitely dream artist.
Yeah.
Could be easy and say Cardi. But honestly, I definitely want to get around like a creative mind like Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
If he's going to challenge me to push my creative boundary and just think like, all right, I didn't think I can do this, but we can do this.
Yeah.
And just like, that boy's been creative since we were in middle school.
Day one, really.
Like, really, like...
Nobody even understood what he was really on, really.
What? Man, I saw this man eating roaches coming out of his mouth on my screen. I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
And it's just like, now it's like he's had this long just journey of just trying different things. Now he's, you know, got the golf flair and, you know, with the suitcase and just the old-timey look on videos, and it's beautiful to see. And just like, he's always been creative. Mm-hmm. And there's always something, whether he's on it, there's always something on that screen that's just, it's going to captivate. And it's just like, you could tell they spent time on that joint.
Yeah.
And it's like, they really put their foot in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like he had Loiter Squad too. Funniest man. I think he funny.
I definitely like want to see. I need to listen and like see more clips of like people who I think are like that creative mind and everything. I've been trying to work towards like I'm starting to DM like a bunch of people who I'd want on the show and everything, just to kind of like just shoot my shot, get it out there, like, you know. But like I feel like that's the biggest thing that I never really thought about, was like making sure I'm also getting it on people who can not only, you know, help me, like help, like, you know, of course, like get a big name on it, but like who will push me to become like the best, absolute best podcaster I can be. And
exactly,
like,
man.
Absolute. Make sure I'm putting out the rollout for the best content for their episode to come out and everything like that.
Yeah.
And just, really just pushing myself to another level. I never really thought about the duality in that.
Yeah.
Just more than just, I could get more, that the fact that I can get more from who I'm working with than just, oh snap, I got this person on here. But it's also just like, what can I learn from them? Because he's going to come in with his own vision. When you're coming in with his vision. I mean, you're coming in with your vision. He's coming in with his vision. And y'all make something beautiful from it.
Yeah, and it's all about just really having people that are like either on your level or above. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to get better. Everything you do, every time you load up this, the mic, set up the camera, everything, just looking to get better every time. And it's like you want to make it better than the last one, better than the one. You just always looking to improve, man. And it's like, me personally, if I don't feel like I'm the dumbest dude in my circle, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're in the wrong circle.
I'm in the wrong circle, man, because I'm always trying to learn something. We're put on this earth to learn something new every day. If you don't learn anything, whether it's useful or not, but we're learning something new every day.
Yeah.
And I just want to keep learning and just really show how I can push that boundary. And it's like you set yourself around those type of people and you just live, breathe, sleep, eat it, man. You gonna see the results, man.
Yeah.
You're going to.
Man, that's why I like this, is just being able to have conversations and hear different viewpoints. I feel like, I come into the room and, at first I'm always so nervous, to start recording, but then I always end up walking away from it with, new life, I've learned something new. If I didn't learn anything at least new from it, I at least learned that person,
Yeah.
I built a connection and built a new connection from it,
Most definitely.
and so that's why it's just like that kind of ties into just finding that thing that you feel like you could be really good at, and I feel like even though with like the music videos, that wasn't what you initially had your eye on, I feel like once you really saw that was something you could be really good at, that like that's whenever we had our conversation. Well, you probably was doing it before that, but whenever you told me like you're about to take off with it, I was like, like, damn, like I could tell you were about to like go. I knew like this isn't somebody who's just blowing like smoke in the air, hoping something sticks. Like this is somebody who like he's about to go and take off.
And it's sort of like a thing like, all right, you keep saying it out loud, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder, like, boom. Because, you can say, like, just like you said, like, somebody's blowing smoke. But, like, for example, you bring up the podcast all the time and you want to keep going with it. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a real big podcast. I'm gonna have one of the biggest podcasts. You're going to keep saying it to yourself, and it's going to be true one day. It's going to be true. And it's like, it's going to be bigger than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Because, like, man, you I don't know. I feel like I can never stop because it's like, what if it's just bigger than you ever dreamed of?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if you quit today, but it could have been, and you're just saying it could have been?
That's the thing. That's the thing. I just don't want it to be a could have been situation. Mm-hmm. Like, there's too many could have beens. There's too many could have. There's could have beens just on. I could have ate McDonald's instead of Dairy Queen. There's too many could have beens. But whenever God really puts something in your life where it's like, it's an all or nothing thing. Either you go all in and you can live the life that you've always wanted to, or you cannot and figure out something else out. Why waste 20 years down the line trying to play it safe? Trying to, I don't want to be 30. What am I, 24? I don't want to be 44. And it's like,
hate my life, just a routine, and just
if it doesn't work, that's something I actually this ties into anime I've been watching, One Piece, and the biggest thing on there is dreams. Yeah. And what really made it click for me was there's a guy Zoro. He's a swordsman. His dream is to be the greatest swordsman in the world, like ever in history.
Yeah.
And you have a dream like that, and he fought the world's greatest swordsman at the time. His name was Mihawk, and Mihawk toyed around with this dude, slashed him up with a little butter knife.
Damn.
He's using 3 swords against a butter knife, stabs him, and then Zoro falls. He doesn't die though, but
getting stabbed with a butter knife is crazy.
Against 3 samurai swords.
That shit hurts. You know how dull a butter knife is?
Bro, got stabbed with a butter knife. But the thing is that really clicked to me from it was that he went after his dream and was willing to die for it.
Yeah.
Like, was willing to say, I don't care what happens in life. Like, I'm going to make this work. Yep. And if it doesn't work, then at least I led a life that was full of, at least I went after it. Mm-hmm. I didn't have any regrets going after it. Like,
definitely had a reason why, too.
Yeah.
That, like, with the reason why, I feel like before you get into something, you need to have a reason why. Because that reason why is going, all right, I don't have any motivation. I don't have any, shoot, I don't want to edit every day. I don't want to do a video all the time. But that reason why is going to keep me going.
What's your reason why?
Definitely my reason why. My brother Jason, passed away in his sleep. That's whenever I really took this shit seriously. I think that week I went and quit my job and said, man, I don't even want to look back. I was working at a restaurant. I said, man, Jason would have wanted me to go full time. And I remember Jason played basketball, and that's all he wanted was the hoop. Good in high school, man. Went to college. I mean, he wasn't in the best situation of, living wise, hooping wise, but no matter what you saw Jason, man, he was always smiling. His mood was never boom. If he was pissed off, it was something seriously, you know what I'm saying? Because he had thick skin.
Yeah.
And it's like, I kept seeing him, and it's like, man, I see him with a basketball in his hand. All the TikTok, basketball. Instagram, basketball. It's like, that game made him happy. Like, you think Jason, and it's like, I don't see him doing anything else other than basketball. Whether he make the league, whether he is training people professionally, he gonna be in basketball regardless. It don't matter what door he gonna go through. He's gonna kick it. He gonna be in the door.
Yeah.
It don't matter where he come. He gonna be in that door. He gonna kick it in. And it's like the healthiest dude alive, man. Like, that man cut off fast food, never drank, never smoked. He was just all about the grind. And, the week before, I was like, damn. I saw a highlight reel from him. I was like, damn, I want to make your next, in practice. Boom, I want to do something for you. Because, we've always supported each other and everything like that. We tap in with each other, call each other regardless. And cool with his family and cool with my family and everything like that. Like, that was my brother. And, man, he was like, yeah, we're going to get it done next week. And it was like, whenever I went in I think, man, I got home from work one day, and I saw the news. It said, yeah, he done. I said, no. Like, he fell asleep and never woke up. And, man, I remember that hurt, and just everything, just my whole world stopped that day, because it was like, damn, I really lost the homie. Like, I was supposed to see him next week. Yeah. I was about to do something for him next week. And I know his family. I know his mom. He had two siblings, brother, sister, mom, pops. And it's like, I felt like he was like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the glue.
Yeah.
He was the glue, and just so supportive of everything. And it was like, man, I'm asking why and everything like that. But I mean, you gotta think of it like he's in a better place now, and he served his purpose on this earth. And it was like, He was my reason why, because it's like, all right, I'm thinking this situation is hard, but like, really, I felt like Jason has some shit that he never brought up for real, but he kept going through it. There's no matter what, like that boy gonna go with a smile on his face, like ain't shit going on. And man, I was like, you know what? Jason wouldn't want me to be all pessimistic right now. He want me to boom, keep going, keep going, keep going. 'Cause anything possible. I learned from him from what, freshman year for real, like really just being with him in class all the time and just talking to him on the phone. Man, that was my brother, man.
Yeah.
So that's my reason why, and also just my reason why is just my people's just really just have them see that, hey, I did this. Like, I want to, I got kicked out the house, right, whenever I first wanted to do it. And it's like, I'm going to show you why I chose the decision to stay out the house and just, you know, like why I told you and why I worked so hard. And just, you know, I want to show y'all that something came out of it and it's just not a fluke after a couple years. Yeah. But most importantly, Jason for sure. But
for sure, that's commendable, and that's, you know, really inspiring that, you know, you had somebody really be able to touch your life like that, and still to this day, you know, he's right there with you every time you shooting, you know, telling you doing this. Yeah,
and it's like, damn, I wish I could have one more phone call. I just wish I could have one call, but it's like, I just know, I just feel him in my presence. Yeah, like it's like, all right, boom, I'm getting down. All right, boom, Jason, all right. What I do? All right, let's do it.
Yeah. But yeah. That's the biggest thing, man, is life is just too short. Life is just way too short not to go after it.
Man, what that showed me right there, that anything like, it's like there's people dying every day. And it's like, boom, okay, there's people dying every day until it happens to you. Yeah. And then that's when you're like, damn. And it's somebody close too, and it's like, boom. Nah, they had it all right there, but God can show you. It takes a snap of a finger. Like, oh yeah, you got it for sure. All right, time to come home. Out of there.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's and you know, me personally, I haven't. The last person in my life where it got taken like that was my grandpa for sure, because I was just hooping, and I just made 18 basketball. I know he's been fighting with cancer for a while, and you know, I finally got that call, and you know, I still look back on the memories and the things he taught me, and that's whenever it started to look at it where it's like, you know, I want to be able to do this so I can show everyone and show my people and show my family and, you know, my friends that, like, I feel like everyone, you know, never really got to go for it in my family. Yeah. I don't really have anybody in my family who, besides my auntie, she's a screenwriter. Yeah, that's dope. But she was going after it for a long time. Like, people, like, all she really had was her faith in God, because nobody else was really rooting for her. Like, you know, not my mom, just not my biggest mom. Fan too. Yeah, they'll try to tear you down, and I just want to be able to be that and be that, like, beacon of, like, look, now he's out here talking to this person and doing this and this and this, just by the hard work of it all. Biggest thing that I've taken away from this is just not stopping, bro. Like, you know, just always being on go no matter what. I feel like that's something I've been struggling with a little bit as I've been trying to look for new work and trying to figure out how to make money to get everything, because of course I can't fund the dream without being able to pay the bills. Yeah. But, you know, it's really been taking its toll on me. So, you know, I appreciate everything you've been talking about and really been spitting at me during this conversation. I think
it's also I'm also tell you something that I learned too. No matter what, that sun gonna shine every day, man. Yeah. It's gonna shine. Whether you sad, mad, angry at the world, happy, it don't care. The sun don't care how you feel. It's gonna go on with you or without you. You don't want to be left behind at all. So just go with that. Feel me? Yeah. The sun gonna shine, man. Just remember.
For sure. That's how, try to look at it. It's like, it can always be your last day, but there's always tomorrow, and tomorrow's gonna be there, whether you like it or not. So, just taking full advantage of it, man. I appreciate everything you've been able to spit on here.
I appreciate that too. I appreciate you. You've been giving me knowledge too, man. Believe it or not, man. It's just like, man, it's just really nice to have these genuine conversations, and I mean, really sit here and kick it with you and just really talk for real.
Yeah,
that's dope to me.
That's why I try to make it, dude. Like, I feel like there's a lot of podcasts out there that will go in and I don't know, like you hear them talking, and it doesn't always sound genuine to me, and that's what I'm really trying to bring to the table is just a genuine conversation. I want to know more about you, bro. Like you said, you've been doing your thing for a while. We haven't really gotten to sit down and talk like this since
the grits, man.
For some months, bro. And so that's why I really appreciate it, just having the conversation. I appreciate you spending time out here with me. What I like doing at the end of these videos is really, I like asking a question that's, it gets people to just understand another side of you. Nothing political or anything like that, but I'm trying to think of one right now. Okay, I got this since you're in the music industry. What is your favorite album? What is your favorite album? Whether it's one you grew up with listening to, maybe it's one that's influenced you the most, or maybe you just love like every song on it. Love Is Rage 2
or Astroworld. I think I'm gonna go with Astroworld.
Okay,
Astroworld's the best album. Just remember that night of really the anticipation for it, and just the concept of, all right, we're going on a roller coaster with this one. Yeah, man. And he didn't list the features, nothing. So you remember whenever Drake came on, man, I said, I said, what? I said, what the hell is that? Nah, a beat switch, just boom, and it was just like the high ends of the album just going up that roller coaster, anticipation with the first couple songs, and then just going down and just. Stop trying to be God, man, and just finishing off that roller. Man, it was.
You took me back with that answer.
Man, it just gave me chills because, man, what I remember, I went to go watch a movie that night to pass the time.
Yeah,
just to get back in the crib, dropping people up. Boom. All right, I talked to you at that Astroworld album. Boom, I'm ready to go listen to it. Man, it was.
I forgot that's how the album rollouts used to be. Because nowadays, we try to pack out the room and get as many people listening to the album. But it really used to be you going on to your own and you're calling your friends and texting them. I was at the gym whenever, because this was back before I really listened to Travis Scott. I'll definitely say Astroworld was the first Travis Scott album. I was every single that's whenever I was really into him. But I saw that. I maybe have been on Instagram, or maybe my friends group chat told me Astroworld was out, so I was like, all right, let's check it out. Yeah. And I was just listening to it. That was the same thing when Sicko Mode played and heard Drake. I was like, bro, what is this album? What am I listening to?
And just the whole concept of just what happened at Astroworld Festival, just the merch and just everything tied in together, man. Yeah. It was boom. I'm still mad he didn't get that Grammy, man. That was beautiful.
It definitely was that man knows what he's doing over there.
And then they had a documentary too. It was insane, bro. That was
a whole era right there.
Yeah, bro. That was, man, I wanted to go to Astro. I wanted to, man.
Yeah, wish you were here. Damn right.
Man, what? Then he released the shoes, the Travis Scott's. I'm like, man, that man got the world in the palm of his hand right now. What the hell is going on?
Nah, it's crazy. Hey, it's only a matter of time, bro. It's only a matter of time before we start seeing We Miss You, Cam, on some big. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. You're already there, but the mentality, everything that you've been able to tell everybody from this episode, I know this is one of those conversations where it was at the tacos, where it's
it felt just like it too. It felt like the camera wasn't even here half the time for real. I'm like, man, we locked in. This is real conversation.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. Hopefully, I will be coming with some new shit. So years down the line, putting the head down, man, I can't wait to see where we're at. I definitely want to get you back on here so we can catch back up and get some more perspectives from you.
And
man.
it ain't gonna be in this room either. It's not gonna be the same setup. Nothing. It's gonna be bigger on a bigger scale.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah. It's gonna be way different, man.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of Push the Needle. Thank you, Cam, for being my guest. This was a highly anticipated episode for me. So I'm glad we got it done. Can't wait to see you all next week. All right, y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.